Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy end of the module to you all. So, as usual, on Friday, we are just going to go through the just to make sure that you've got everything accounted for. And if you're here, you're welcome to ask questions, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. So, first off, just a review of this module's stuff. We talked about ions and ionic compounds and macronutrient structures. And for lab, you had basically two lab type things to do. One is the density activity lab, whatever you want to call it, that we did kind of virtually about graphing and that sort of thing. And the second was your at-home experiment that you proposed last week and that now is that you're performing this week for turning in. So hopefully you've got a good start on all that stuff. I know I've seen some stuff getting turned in, and I'll start grading things as I get them. Not as much this week as last week. There's no separate activity type worksheet things to do. We'll do a little bit more of that next week. So all you really have to have turned in this week is your fourth article report, your second at-home experiment, and your graphing lab, and then complete quiz 3. That's it for this one. The next module goes over spring break, but it's not extra work. I'm not expecting anybody to do any work during spring break. If you want to use that time to catch up on some other stuff, on some older stuff or whatever, you're welcome to do that. I'm not saying you can't do anything, but I don't want that to be the expectation because it's a break. It should be a break, right? So just to, again, look at the lab. By the way, go ahead and send me any questions either in the chat or on Discord if you have anything you want me to go over. But for this particular lab, it's pretty clear here what you need to do, but make sure that you answer all the questions, include your data table. I want to see your graph, the graph that you made in whatever graphing software you use, so make sure that's in there as well. And then your answers to these questions and how you found the density and so forth. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, pretty straightforward week, I guess. So questions, concerns, anything you need me for this last day of the module? I should also for the quiz. So the quiz is fairly short, just a few questions, and you basically have to do two things. One, you have to give chemical formulas for ionic compounds, like we did together in that video. And I wanted to be able to have you like type them in, but with Blackboard, you know, I figured it was going to cause a lot of problems. So those are all multiple choice. And then there's a matching question where you have to match the structure, a picture of a structure to to its name, like what best describes it, all the different like saturated, unsaturated fatty acids, amino acids, stuff like that. So it shouldn't take you too long. It won't be as hard of a quiz as the last one where we had all those, all the structure drawing and the boiling points and things like that. So hopefully this one goes well for you. So yeah, questions? Okay, well, as usual, you can reach me on Discord and via email. Let me know if anything comes up. If you need me, as I always say, keep asking if I don't respond to you. I try to respond to everything I get within a day. So if you don't hear from me within a day, it means I missed it somehow. Just send it again, whether it's an email or a Discord message or whatever. So, all right, thanks for all your hard work. Oh, yeah, great. I got a question. For question number 2 of the lab and the reflection part, do we answer it using plastic or the ice data? So for number 2, let's see, that's down here, right? The substance for which you calculated the density is a plastic. Yeah. Excuse me. Um, yes. So the idea is that you're supposed to pretend it's a plastic. On that website, on that density website, you're getting the data for ice, but it's actually you're supposed to be pretending that it's a plastic. So if it were a plastic, what would it be? And then like the density that you calculated in your simulation, how is it the same as what you see on the table there? So you're pretending it's plastic, but you're using the data for ice. That's the idea. Does that make sense? Okay, good. All right, other questions or anything? All right, well then I will see you online on Monday evening, and let me know throughout the day if anything comes up before everything's due tonight. As usual, I'll try to answer as quickly as I can until I go to bed. Thanks, everybody, and yeah, talk to you again soon.